This is the best Town Hall 16 upgrade guide. I'm going to show you the fastest way to upgrade everything from your base, lab, pets and equipment. Also, this progress base is linked so you can follow along. First, let me take this out of the way. This guide is divided into 4 sections and we will be not using the apprentice builder. We have 6 builders and this is how we are going to roll. Now let's jump on to the base upgrade guide. So this is our new Town Hall 16. First, let's bring 3 builders. One of them will upgrade the lab, the other one will be doing clan castle, and the third one will be doing the pet house. Now if you have a hammer or a book, then using that on the lab is a good idea because it is going to take 16 days and that's a lot. Let's go to the progress base then. This will be the first section and everything here is already maxed out. If you don't have to upgrade these, you can just ignore them. Let us call builder number 1, 2 and 3. They are working on these respective buildings and this section will be builder number 4 and 5. Both of them will be working on the heroes. If you put 3 of them together, then that will be an overkill. So I'll advise to do 2 of them. Warden is very important, so you have to max him out first. And someone else along with him. Archer Queen is also very much used, so put her next. You can follow that with the Royal Champion. She is very important on the back end. And finally, the King. Finally, all of the defenses will go here. I'm giving the Archer Tower and Cannons first because 2 of the Archer Towers merge into one multi-Archer Tower. And same with the Ricochet Cannon. We have got 2 of them to do. Then I'll be doing the heavy hitting defenses like the Eagle, Scattershot, Monolith. I'm also gonna put the Town Hall here in case you use the Apprentice Builder and you are upgrading him. Then eventually making my way to the mortars and finally the traps. So now it looks like this. The first builder will take 56 days to complete this task. The second one 62 days. And the third one almost 69 days. These guys will take 160 days. And if you just use one single builder on all the defenses, he will take about 904 days. That's quite a lot. So to fix that, we've got one trick. So as you can see, these guys will take these many days. Let's for the simplicity of calculation, let's say all of them will take 69 days. So after 69 days, this much time is remaining from the defenses and the heroes. The unit on the heroes got doubled. That's because 2 of the builders are working together. Send these guys to help the builder working on the defenses. Then only 22 days will be remaining from the heroes. And since 2 of the builders are working together, they will complete that in 11 days. And after that, this much time is remaining. The unit got quadrupled. That's because 4 of the builders are working together. Send these guys here as well. And they will complete the defenses in 132 days, approximately. You can take a screenshot of this base. Or maybe not, because I'm gonna link this in the description anyways. So now let's move on to the lab upgrade guide. For the lab, we're going to use this technique. 2 elixir upgrades and 1 dark elixir upgrade. Since we have got a total of 22 elixir upgrades and then dark elixir upgrades. Now to begin the list, we're gonna do the barbs. That's because we're gonna get access to super barbarians at a little bit of higher capacity. They are good for funneling, tanking and you name it. For the second one, we're gonna do Root Rider. It has been nerfed quite a few times, but she is still strong. Jumping to Dark Elixir, we're gonna do Druids. They can help in almost every strategy. Going back to Elixir again, we're gonna do the Wall Breakers and get Super Wall Breaker. Next will be E-Drag, because they are also very powerful. If you want, then you can do the Dragons, if you're not an E-Drag player. Switching back to Dark Elixir again, we're gonna do the Valkyries. Now, we have got the complete set of Root Rider attack. Elixir again, we gotta do the balloons, and they will support the E-Drags. Healer next, if you wanna do the Queen Charge without the healer puppet. Now we're gonna do the Witch, that's because Super Witches are the new meta for Town Hall 16 apparently. Then do the Lightning spells, you can use them in a lot of different strategies. Then we're gonna do the Dragons, and get Super Dragons. Let's do the Bowlers next, we will get Super Bowlers, and they are also very strong at Town Hall 16. Then we're gonna do the Dragon Rider, that's for Hydra. Electro Titan next. Toss the poison spell here because they help in every strategy. The Wizards for cleanup in every strategy. We have got Heal for the next upgrade. Next would be Overgrowth. They're also very helpful. Next would be Recall spell. If you do the Queen Charge, it is very helpful. Baby Dragon because why not? Then Hog Riders next. If you do the Twin Hogs. Miners, that will complete the Hog Miner hybrid if you use that. Let's do the Yeti next. It is not as much as used as the other troops, but it is another option. Now Ice Golem, they are also helpful. They are pretty down in the list because I don't use them quite often. If you do, then bring them up in the list. Now we are coming towards the end of the list. So let's do the P.E.K.K.A, Archer, then the Golem. Let's also do the Giant now, then Siege Barrack. I kept the Siege Machine for the end because I don't use my own. I always take them from the Clan Castle, but you can always toss them in the middle of the upgrades. Finally Minions, Log Launcher, and Flame Finger to complete the list. Now we are done in the lab. Let's go to the pets next. So here we are, the pets. The first pet will be definitely Spirit Fox. She is like the primary companion for the RC, so definitely do her first. The rest of them are already done, hopefully if you did that in Town Hall 15. If not, then Unicorn will go for the Queen, Phoenix will go for the King, Electric Owl or Poison Lizard will go for the Warden. Now assuming you max them all, do the Angry Jelly next, finally the Owl. And there we go. It does not sound a lot in the planning, but while upgrading, it won't feel that way. Now finally, let's go to the equipment. So here we are in the equipment. It is all about upgrading the ones that you use and the ones that are useful. So first of all, about the King. Giant Gauntlet has been nerfed, so I would suggest to do the Spiky Ball first. And with the Spiky Ball, if you use the King for funneling, include the Vamp Stash, or if you send the King in the core and trigger his ability, then Earthquake Boots plus Spiky Ball will work the best. So these three for the King. Then the Queen. Clone Mirror is popping off really well these days, but if you are using air strategy and willing to trigger air defenses or spell towers, in that case use the Giant Arrow and heal a puppet. You can also use Giant Arrow and Clone. Alternatively, you can also use Clone and Frozen Arrow right along the outside, or if you send the Queen in towards the core. These four are really strong for the Queen. Next is the Warden, and his equipment got nerfed as well, but the Fireball was not. So we're gonna do the Fireball here first. And it is also very powerful, or even as a damage equipment, it is one of the best. With the Fireball, you can technically do Range Jump, Eternal Tome, Healing Tome, or Life Jump. Even after the nerf, they're pretty good, but the Fireball will be the top priority. For the RC, Shaking Shield and Rocket Spear make the most sense. After that, you can go with the second pair with the Haste Vial and Hawk Puppet. That will also work fine even after the nerf, but Rocket Spear got buffed, so the first combination will work better. And that concludes the equipment. Now this was the guide for Town Hall 16. I'm pretty sure it will work really well and you can go far with this guide. New update might drop and you can get introduced to new equipment or troops in the future. But even with that, this guide will serve as a good map. You can toss those upgrades in the middle and this will work just fine. I might need to update this later down the line, but for now, it will be one of the best guides you will ever find. So for now, I'll take my leave and see you in the next video. I'll link a video right here. You might be interested in that. So see you next time. Bye.